Chapter 2: How to manage and organize your department to meet the goals.
All right, Noah. Now that you have a better understanding of what will be expected of you in your new position, let's talk a little bit about the 7S model.
What's that?
This is a tool you can use to ensure you maximize your department's efficiency and profitability. The 7 S's are strategy, structure, systems, shared values, style, staff, and skills. We'll take a look at each in turn.
Wow, sounds cool. I'm ready.
Okay, so first, let's discuss strategy. What would you say are the candy maker's strategic goals?
To meet marketplace demand by offering high-quality products at a competitive price with excellent customer service.
Great! It sounds like you have a good idea what everyone is working toward. How is the company structured?
There are several departments, including research and development, production, purchasing, sales and marketing, customer service, human resources, and finance. I believe that's all of them.
Do you have an idea of how each works together cohesively to ensure business goals and expectations are met?
I think so. In fact, I have my hands in many of these functions. I need to conduct market research, determine what is needed, develop production timelines, ensure our prices remain competitive, and discuss how we're going to make customers aware of what we have to offer. I will also be managing a team, which will require human resources skills.
It sounds like your position is definitely multifaceted and cross-functional. You will wear many hats. So, it's important that you establish specific goals for your department and hire staff capable of fulfilling these goals. Everyone on the team should have a solid understanding of what is expected of them.
Right. There are already job descriptions for each of the roles on my team. These not only include daily functions, but hours and salary. The required educational level is also specified and varies by role. They're fairly straightforward.
Great. Always make sure that the identified positions are relevant and you're fulfilling spots with the company's objectives in mind. Sometimes a department will need to restructure to ensure it is operating most effectively. Keep this in mind and don't be afraid of having to revisit and modify the structure as needed.
I'll make note of that. Thanks.
Oftentimes, the structure is fluid and ever-changing to meet the ever-changing needs of the market. As a department head, you'll need to stay abreast of these needs.
Noted. I will assume the current positions are not set in stone.
Just something to keep in mind. What kind of systems will you be using?
Well, everything is electronic nowadays. There are different databases that have different functions. If a product runs low, we have an inventory management system that will alert my team. If a certain candy isn't doing well, our sales figures will reflect this. The forecast and budget are part of another database. I have access to many of the company's systems because of my various responsibilities.
Are you familiar with how to use each of these? Do you know how to monitor the internal processes or systems of the company, such as the manufacturing or delivery of your end product?
Getting there. I've had some training. I just need to get my feet wet and start using them regularly to get the hang of it. I will definitely need to check the production flow periodically to ensure everything's on track.
You'll want to make sure that you have a solid understanding of how the systems are operating so that you can analyze the reports generated and share these with your team. They may not have the same level of access or shared knowledge you do, so you'll want to be able to interpret the data and discuss it. And you'll want to stay on top of each operation so things continue to run smoothly.
Makes sense. They'll be relying on me to pass along much of the information. As you mentioned, I don't think my subordinates will have the same access. I will make sure I learn the systems inside and out.
Perfect. Now, the last 4 points in the model relate to yourself and the individuals you hire. Shared values, style, staff, and skills. We've already touched on these a bit. As far as shared values, you'll want to make sure your mission and core values are transparent and attainable. Everyone on the team should have the same shared values and be working towards the same goals.
Right. I'll need to explain what values are expected of the team so we're all on the same page.
Yep, not only will your teammates need to be working toward the same values, but they will need to feel comfortable having you as their leader. So, you'll need to hire employees that mesh well with your unique leadership style and develop a certain team culture.
I think I need to find employees who are skilled enough to train quickly and work with little direction. I'm busy with so many things. I need to trust that they can get the job done without me breathing down their necks all the time.
So, you'll need to hire staff that is capable of working independently and individuals that enjoy autonomy. As far as skills, you'll want each person to be the best fit for the position you've hired them for. Hire those that have the skills you're looking for and always ensure every member of your team is well aware of what is expected of them. Offer training as necessary. Keep a close eye on your outputs and offer feedback to team members when appropriate.
I anticipate establishing a new set of training modules for members of my team that are much like those I attended when I was hired into this position. They'll learn a little more about the company, its goals and objectives, our department's mission, and their specific roles.
Excellent! Sounds like you're on the right track. Make sure you check in frequently with each team member and offer feedback. Of course, if there is an issue, you'll want to address this immediately. Establishing performance plans and expectations, as well as regular checkpoints, is a great way to make sure the department is operating efficiently. The team's goals should be a reflection of the company's overall objectives and of the higher-level goals assigned to you by your supervisors.
So, when I'm coming up with individual goals for each employee, I should consider how these will tie into the bigger picture?
Right. Always consider the goals that were passed along to you when developing those for each employee. Make sure they are accomplishing tasks that will allow you to achieve your plan and your department achieve the broader goals of the business.
Should employees have a say in the goals assigned to them?
Absolutely. Typically, companies will have yearly objectives that need to be met. Once you receive the annual top-level goals, you can schedule a brainstorming session, sharing these with your team and asking for input. Develop plans from there.
Sounds great. I have a lot of notes here.
Good. So, let's take a minute to review, then we'll jump into the next topic. Question number 1. What model helps business leaders understand their organization and use resources effectively? A. Profitable price gauging model. B. The 7S model. C. Customer care model. D. Three-dimensional model. Or E. None of the above.
The answer is B, the 7S model. This is a great assessment tool.
Correct. Great job. Question number 2. What are some of the points outlined in the 7S model? A. Structure. B. Strategy. C. Skills. D. Style. Or E. All of the above.
I'm going to go with E, all of the above.
Yes, that's right. The 7S model consists of strategy, structure, systems, shared values, style, staff, and skills. Question number 3. How can a manager help a team be effective? A. Ensure the mission and core values are transparent and attainable. B. Hire individuals who work well with a manager's style and possess the right skills. C. manipulate figures on a sales report to make profits higher than they actually are? D, A only, or E, both A and B?
It wouldn't be right to fudge figures. I think E, both A and B, is the best answer.
You've got it. Your team must work cohesively with you, with each other, and with other stakeholders in the company. The best way to ensure a team is effective is to make sure everyone understands the environment they'll be working in and what is expected of them. Next, we'll take a closer look at what it means to be a team.